The View hosts worry that problem child for Democrats Joe Manchin will run third party, sink Biden in 2024. Ana Navarro declared she would ask Manchin, "Are you willing to be responsible for putting Donald Trump back in the White House?" The hosts of The View on ABC debated whether Senator Joe Manchin, Democrat West Virginia, could potentially run as a third-party candidate for the 2024 presidential election and help President Trump get re-elected. Manchin announced on Thursday he would not seek re-election to the Senate. "I've made one of the toughest decisions in my life and decided that I will not be running for re-election to the United States Senate. But what I will be doing is traveling the country and speaking out to see if there is an interest in creating a movement to mobilize the middle and bring Americans together. We need to take back America and not let this divisive hatred further pull us apart." Multiple co-hosts of The View fretted about him doing so, with some speculating he would join the No Labels movement. Co-host Joy Behar noted that Manchin has a lot of people wondering if power in D.C. will shift for the right, because yesterday he announced he will end his run as the Senate's worst Democrat, adding that he was right up there with Kyrsten Sinema. "So we're going to lose the Senate because of this?" Behar asked. "Very likely," co-host Alyssa Farah Griffin replied, before later noting it seemed like Joe Manchin was hinting at potentially a third-party bid. People have wondered if he'd jump into the no labels kind of discussion. "I've been largely critical of no labels because my fear is that, A, it would end up boosting Trump, getting more supporters to him, but also I think for a third party, which we need in this country to come about, it's going to take years, not one cycle." She did argue, however, that she is warming to certain aspects of the idea in theory and likes many of the candidates associated with the movement to the point she is willing to hear what they have to say, "But I worry that it could end up boosting the more dangerous candidate." Co-host Sunny Hostin said she wasn't sure if a third-party candidate has ever been successful other than in drawing votes away from either of the larger parties, as others recalled names like Ralph Nader and Jill Stein. She then argued, "I think it's a bad idea. I think it's a much better idea to have a healthier Republican Party that is not led by Donald Trump. I think it's time for Republicans that are moderate and that are sophisticated to step up and denounce Trump, and I think that would solve the problem much more so than this no-label party."